Have you ever wondered what happens when the biggest icons on the planet lose their cool? From Hollywood A-listers to global pop kings, these stars aren't just watching from the sidelines, they're obsessed. Who are the celebrities so captivated by NewJeans that they've publicly signaled their ultimate fan status?
Number 5. The Australian Connection, Troye Sivan. When the Rush singer first laid eyes on Hanni's magnetic stage presence, he didn't just join the fandom, he openly confessed his admiration to his millions of followers. Troye Sivan, a global superstar known for his progressive musical tastes, was spotted liking various NewJeans content and even reposting Hanni's videos on his Instagram story with captions that showed how captivated he was. For Troye, this interest wasn't just a trend. He vocally praised Hanni's unique vocals and her fashion style, which he considered defining a new era of pop. Sivan even mentioned in a brief interview that he was eager to collaborate, but fans sensed something deeper than just a musical collaboration. This digital interaction sparked a storm on social media as netizens realized that even a star of Troye's stature could be starstruck by Hanni's natural charm. This candid admission proved that NewJeans' appeal has transcended the boundaries of the Western music industry, making even the coolest musicians in Hollywood wish they were in their inner circle. Who would have thought that a world pop icon could be brought to his knees with just one look from this NewJeans member? Number 4. The global rock star, Chris Martin. As the lead singer of one of the biggest bands of all time, Coldplay, Chris Martin is usually the most adored figure on stage. But when he met Minji, that role seemed to turn 180 degrees. This historic moment was recorded when NewJeans attended a Coldplay concert in Seoul, where Chris surprisingly paid special attention to the group, even calling their names on stage with a tone of admiration. Backstage, the interaction between the rock legend and Minji showed a very different aura. Chris was very enthusiastic and gave a constant smile, even being caught on camera bowing with an expression that showed both respect and deep admiration for Minji's visuals and leadership. Chris Martin is known as a musician who is very selective when it comes to compliments, but he did not hesitate to call NewJeans the future of world music with a look in his eyes that fans have called the #1 fanboy look. Chris's interest is not only about the music, but also Minji's natural charisma that can make a Grammy winner feel nervous standing next to her. The fact that Chris consistently plays NewJeans songs on international radio stations and praises their vibe proves that Minji's charm has captured the heart of the British music mogul. When a global rock legend starts showing such explicit signs of admiration, we know this attraction is on a whole new level. However, the real shock came from the Hollywood star, who is usually very private about his personal life. Number 3, the Hollywood protagonist, Timothée Chalamet. When the Oscar-nominated actor set foot in South Korea to promote his film Dune Part 2, the world's eyes were not only on his acting, but also on his surprising confession as a huge fan of NewJeans, especially Danielle. In various red carpet interviews and Q&A sessions, Chalamet explicitly mentioned that he constantly listens to NewJeans songs, even being caught memorizing some of their iconic choreography moves. Timothy's interest in Danielle was highlighted because the two share interesting backgrounds. Danielle being of Australian-Korean descent, and Timothy growing up in an international arts environment, creating a strong cultural resonance. During his visit, Timothy was visibly excited whenever NewJeans was mentioned, even openly stating that he was eager to meet them in person to express his appreciation. Fans noticed that Timothée's experimental fashion style perfectly matched Danielle and her group's Y2K aesthetic, leading netizens to dub them as the most powerful visual couple in the global entertainment industry. Beyond simply praising her music, Timothy expressed genuine admiration for how Danielle carries herself in public, a rare admission from an actor who typically keeps his distance from the K-pop world. When one of the most handsome and talented actors in the world today starts to publicly express his interest, the world can only imagine how powerful Danielle's charm is. But wait until you hear about the musical genius who would change his tour schedule just to see his favorite member in action. Number 2, the Gen Z guitar hero, Steve Lacy. The Grammy-winning musician behind the global hit Bad Habit doesn't just love NewJeans music, but has openly expressed his artistic obsession with HYBE. Steve Lacy, known as a trendsetter in the R&B and indie pop genres, shocked the world when he was spotted engaging intensely with NewJeans content on social media, even specifically paying attention to Hane's unique style, whom he considers a modern fashion muse. During a live session, Lacy didn't hesitate to play their songs and gave reactions that showed how much he was inspired by the Maknae's cool energy. This connection became even more evident when Steve Lacy and NewJeans finally met backstage at a major event where Lacy was visibly proud to be photographed with them, his expression clearly showing that he was a die-hard fan living his dream. Music critics noted that Steve Lacy's interest in Hien went beyond just music. He admired the way Hien combined the aura of a high-fashion model with mature vocal talent at such a young age. The recognition from musician Steve Lacy validates that Hien's charm has reached an aesthetic pinnacle recognized by creative geniuses in the United States. When a style icon of Steve Lacy's stature begins to show signs of falling in love with an idol's artistic vision, we know it's more than just a simple admiration. Now, get ready for the final straw. A music giant who openly names one person as his ideal. #1 Latin chart topper, Bad Bunny. The Puerto Rican superstar who dominates the global charts has proven that language is no barrier to falling for Heron's charm. The musician, whose real name is Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, shocked the internet when a video showed him enthusiastically enjoying NewJeans' music, demonstrating that even the king of reggaeton isn't immune to the group's craze. Bad Bunny, known for his incredibly confident personality and eccentric style, seemed to deeply appreciate Heron's calm yet deadly aura on stage, an interesting contrast for someone with Benito's powerful energy. The fact that Bad Bunny has been the most streamed artist in the world for years gives his every move great weight, and his endorsement of Heron sends a powerful signal throughout the Latin American music industry. Netizens quickly realized that Heron, with her feline features and piercing gaze, is the type of visual much admired by international musicians who value uniqueness and originality. Despite coming from a very different music world, Bad Bunny's interest demonstrates Heron's universal appeal, transcending continents and cultures, making the streaming giant seem like a mere fan in awe. This implicit recognition from a global icon, usually surrounded by A-list models, confirms that Heron is a new standard of beauty and talent recognized globally. With the world's #1 artist already taking notice, there's no doubt that NewJeans has conquered the pinnacle of the global popularity pyramid.